Let's get to the 413 here. Iona, Slicky Ricky, Rick Pitino against UConn. Obviously, there's a lot of rumors about Rick Pitino maybe taking the St. John's job. I don't know if that affects the handicap for you guys here, but a shot to beat a Big East team like UConn. Matt, let me start with you. Are they live in this one?
That's a simple handicap for me. Okay, so this number opened 11 at some spots. I couldn't get it that quickly. I'll still take Iona plus 9.5 now. This is going to be Rick Pitino's last ride with the Gales. You could call them rumors, reports, whatever you want. He's going to be off to St. John's. If not, he's going to get another big job that's out there, but it's probably going to be St. John's. He wants that New York stage. He's got a 27-7 team here. It's very solid defensively, allows 65 points per game. I think this team mirrors UConn in some ways. Walter Clayton, a 43% three-point shooter. Dennis Jenkins, another guy who can play well in the backcourt and kind of match up with the Huskies guards. And you got Nelly Jr. Joseph, who's physically tough, a 6'9" forward. The obvious problem here is that UConn is so physical and tough. They might be too much for Iona to handle on the front line. And that's where UConn might win the game and pull away. That's my biggest concern. But I'm going to count on the coaching genius of Pitino and take the points, and I would expect Iona to be in this the entire way.
Wes, that is fascinating, though, because, again, it's almost like you forget Rick Pitino because he's at Iona. But when you're talking about elite coaches in the NCAA, he might be the most decorated.
Well, and Rick Pitino looks like he's going to get a sneak preview at UConn because he's going to be facing him twice a year when he eventually probably goes to St. John's. But this is kind of a tricky matchup for a team I really like to make noise in this tournament. More on that later with UConn. This is tricky. I lean to lay in the points, but I probably will stay out of this from a point spread perspective. I just think Iona's got two very good guards in Jenkins and Clayton. They create all the pick and rolls and all that stuff, and they try to force Sanogo, UConn star forward, to defend in ball screens. Mostly been pretty solid in that regard. UConn, good positional size, though. Their guards are a lot bigger than Iona's guards, and I think that could be the difference here. So, Iona not very good at defending the post here. That is a problem against Sanogo. UConn, by the way, number 1 in offensive rebound rate, and I think that's going to serve them well here. But Danny Hurley, I give the coaching edge certainly to Pitino because Danny Hurley, he can be a hothead.
Oh, yes.
And he could get himself in some real trouble here. So, Pitino, look, I don't think Pitino's looking ahead to St. John's. He's not going to cheat his kids. He's not going to cheat his kids at all. Exactly.
Don't you think this is a big ego game for Pitino?
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is. He wants to get at UConn, faced them many times over the years as
he doesn't want to get beat by
coach.
Danny Hurley either.
No.
I'm sure he's not a big
fan. I mean, they go way back.
Absolutely.
Of course, the Hurleys coaching and, Dan Hurley Sr., so recruited some of those kids. But I think UConn wins the offensive glass, and that's why they win the game here. But I don't think I'm willing to lay 9.5 to find out.
UConn by 5.
Okay, is this a spot possibly that you're going to look at and play at money line instead of laying the points if you want to get involved in UConn at all?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you can always look at live betting. I took the points with Pitino, and then we'll just see how the game starts to unfold.
I kind of like that rationale, though, Wes, is that if you don't want to lay the big number, if you guys don't like UConn in the spot, the live betting angle might be the better way to go.
Well, exactly. And also using the first halves.
Yeah.
Especially on totals, like for unders, like I did with West Virginia, Maryland, and a couple other games. But that could be an instance here where you like Iona in the first half, where they keep it close for 20 minutes and then maybe just run out in the final 5.
And then Rick comes out afterwards. I'm really proud of you guys. I'll see you in New York City.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds, listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.